Okay, the regular meeting for January 21st, five the county session. Please rise for the pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Lucy, please call the roll.
Councilmember Felton,
She will be absent. Yes, she's not.
Daskaludi.
Here.
Moranti.
Here.
Mizan.
Here.
Morris.
Here.
Carnhagen.
Here.
Roberts. Roney.
Here.
Sar.
Here.
Volo.
Here.
President Pietro.
Here.
Quorum present.
Can I have an introduction and a second to dispense with the reading of the minutes of December 17th meeting and place them on file? Gary?
Yep.
And Doris? Margaret, thank you. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? The motion carries. Communication, can I have an introduction and a second to receive the communications and place them on file? Luan and Margaret. All those. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Back up here, can I have an introduction and a second to place committee reports on file? Luan and Margaret. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, let's get right to resolutions. We had a lot of them. And here we go. The first is appointment. The first, let's see, how many we covered last week. There's only 7 from last week. Appointing Commissioner of Deeds. Any questions? A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Daskaludi.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Carnhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Roney.
Aye.
Sar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution reappoints David Martin to the Public Works Board. A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Daskaludi.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Carnhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Roney.
Aye.
Sar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution accepts donations from Liberty Elks and Orfeo on behalf of the fire department. Excuse me. And I will vote, please.
Councilmember Daskaludi.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Carnhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Sar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution authorizes the budget transfer to cover employee paid healthcare and healthcare deductibles. There were some questions about this, I recall last week, but I think Heather answered them. Are there any other questions this week? A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Daskaludi.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Carnhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Roney.
Aye.
Sar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution authorizes the budget amendment to cover materials and supplies for vital statistics. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Daskaludi.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan. Morris.
Aye.
Carnhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Sar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution designates funds from the Friends of Hudson Youth. Can I have a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Daskaludi.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Carnhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Roney.
Aye.
Sar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye. And the last resolution from last week authorizes a budget amendment to cover expenses of the council to the council. Can I have a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Desaludi.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Nissan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Carnegie.
Aye.
Roberts. Roni.
Aye.
Sarar.
Aye.
Bola.
Aye.
Presley Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
Now for the new resolutions. We're discussing this in openly, the Dunn warehouse lease, because it's already been posted online, the addendum to the lease agreement. So there's really not anything that can't be discussed in public. Before we begin, can I have an introduction in a second to authorize the mayor to execute an addendum to a lease agreement, to the commercial lease agreement relative to the redevelopment of the Dunn warehouse?
I'll move it.
Margaret and Yolanda. Presentation, questions, council members?
So you and I talked about this briefly. One big concern I have in this.
Can you speak up?
Sorry,
Thank you.
sorry. My hearing aids are turned up, so I sound loud to myself. So there are kind of three major things here. There's an extension from 30 to 39 years. There's a delay of the period of because I'm not actually up.
Wait, I couldn't hear you, sorry.
Sorry, there is a delay in the period for the rental agreement.
Mhm.
They're not up and running for a couple of years. There's an extension from 30 to 39 years for the lease. And then the other change relates to the swimming pool. And much of the language relating to the swimming pool is should the city and the tenant come to agreement, then whatever, and the city, I think, will be responsible for the lifeguards and so on. I think that there's too much unknown about the city's financial exposure in what that might be down the road, and we're talking about a 40-year lease. That I think having an amendment where we change the length and the rental period, fine, but until there's actually a worked out agreement about the finances, who's going to do maintenance, what the actual cost and exposure financially for the city is with regard to that. I would prefer to see that language removed. We did get an answer to the annual increase in insurance to the city. We didn't know that last month. It is $1,800 because all of our insurance is bundled. So this is not a significant increase in insurance costs, which is good. But I just think there's too much out there that is not yet determined. Whether or not one thinks a swimming pool in that area is a good idea or a bad idea, I would be much more comfortable not having the swimming pool language in there. And I really would like to see this resolution passing so that we can move forward with the Dunn warehouse agreement, because I think that group is a very good group and they really understand the mission of connecting the warehouse to the city. So those are my general observations.
I agree with Margaret as well. I feel that it's a great project. We have to move forward, but the entire pool, it can be a lot of extra cost for taxpayers. And although it seems just hiring a couple of lifeguards and the insurance, is one thing, but there's a lot more other costs behind it with maintenance, with repairs, and it needs to be either remove the paragraph or make some changes, I feel, so it's more complete.
I have to agree that having a pool down there by the Dunn warehouse, it's in a floodplain. The area already floods. Folks, climate change is real, sorry, and it's not going to get any better anytime soon, folks. So we're only going to see more floods down there. And once you have a pool that's flooded with river water, good luck maintaining that.
I understand what you're all saying, but it doesn't really make any sense in terms of what's actually here in this lease, where it says, the leaser and leasee shall collectively agree to pursue the development of a public pool. Should the parties agree to the development of a public pool, the funding shall not be with the senior construction loan, but rather funded through New York Swims, blah, blah, blah. And then we do say we're responsible for securing insurance and lifeguards. There's no obligation for a pool here. I just don't understand what you're talking
So why
about.
not just take it
So
out?
just take it out, and then if down the road there is,
Yeah.
a plan comes to fruition where we actually have financial figures and a plan, we can then bring it to the council for approval.
Right.
So
Well-
it's like we're being asked to approve something
You're
that's
not.
not been worked, hang on, that's not been worked out yet. And so, should they come to agreement, but there's no discussion of, well, how will that agreement deal with maintenance, as Vicky has said? How will it deal with who will be responsible for repairs? How will it deal with, other financial issues and costs? And my concern is that if we sign off on this and say, we agree with this amendment, that this pool agreement could be worked out without ever coming back to the council for approval.
Right.
And I
Well,
think,
that's not possible at all. I don't know where you could derive that from here, but putting that aside,
What is this?
hold on a second. We do have the people here on the other side of this lease, and let's float at least the,
but can we hear from the council members first?
No, I just wanted
I'd
to
like
know
to hear
what the
what you
swing grant, I mean,
I'm sorry, what?
the swing grant,
It's a New York State
That's mentioned
program.
in there, yeah.
yeah. So what's gonna cover the grant, that's what I'm wondering.
What will pay
The
for?
construction of the pool, that's it.
Is
Not-
that the main
Part of it.
maintenance?
And it probably is not gonna be enough for the full construction of the pool. And it's not gonna pay for ongoing costs.
Tom?
So, on Monday, Rob Perry explained to us that there's no guarantee right now that a pool can even be excavated without permission from NIMO and DEC.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I don't, and I called Troy. Troy has just done their new pool. And, their maintenance cost is, it's not a DPW thing. It's a third-party maintenance cost that can run from $80,000 to $150,000.
Per year?
Per year,
Mm.
so, and that's because, this is a daily thing, right? You gotta do pH things, you gotta do, things to keep it under public health, right? So, and also, so I think that there's some validity behind, we don't know what the cost is gonna be. One, it says, fundraising, well, who's gonna fundraise? Right, because we can't fundraise. So is that more grants that we're gonna go after? And a lot of grants is not gonna cover future maintenance, right? They're gonna cover construction. And by the time this is built, $700,000, I think we have right now, we're talking, it's gonna go up there. Probably, this is gonna cost, I would be very surprised if it doesn't cost $1.5 million by the time this is all done and said and done.
Okay,
Can I make a?
can we just move right ahead and cut the pool from this?
Well, this
Go
is
ahead.
regarding the pool. So I think our council could correct me if I'm wrong. My understanding, like yours, is that this is just saying we are pursuing the development of a pool. It doesn't tie our hands to any agreements as far as, are we going to do a pool or not? We're just pursuing the development of a pool that is independently funded through the SWIMS program. It is not, as this agreement said, it is not tied to the senior construction. So this is a separate thing. It's just saying that the city and the developer is going to pursue it, but it doesn't say anything else other than if we go and agree to construct a pool, it's the lessor shall be responsible. So like, we still have that if we are able to go through and fund it independently and pay for it. So there's that
I
big
get
if,
that.
yeah.
I understand what you're saying. So why do we have to have it?
Right, and I think
That's my
that's
point.
something that they can
Why do we have
answer
to
if you're
have
saying
it
the
in
other
the-
parties
Yeah, I think
involved.
they're-
Why is it that they want this part, this written language here?
Hi, Sean Rowland, one of the developers, Caitlin, one of the other ones. We are fine removing it. The reason it was in there in the first place was because we were pursuing, together with the mayor's office, the holistic development of the site, right? So language in there is meant to be collaborative in that we wanted to ensure that the city was going to be an active participant in the conversations and the development opportunity that, we assisted them with applying for an $800,000 grant, which is a great thing to have. But I think all of you guys have all the council members have great points. It doesn't actually have a business impact on what you are voting on, whether it's there or not, so like, to move it along, let's
We
take
could
it
just-
out
yeah,
and go.
just-
Thank you,
Yeah,
Sean.
we would like to-
Right, and then down the road, we can continue to have the conversations and see what's feasible.
Okay, can I have an amendment to remove section 11B? Vicky, second Dewan. Do I need a roll call on? A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Gaspaluti.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Roney.
I want to ensure that this vote does not impact that, you know, the desire of the people and the council to not pursue this pool. I think it would be, if it's feasible, it's something that can be done. I think it would be great for the
Yeah.
city
Yes,
to
I agree
have,
with
but,
that.
yeah, aye.
Sauer.
Aye.
Volo.
And in relation to that, yeah, I mean, I say take this out now, do the investigation to see, or, you know, if a pool is even possible. And you can always come back with another
Yeah.
resolution that says, okay, yeah, we can do the pool, it's gonna cost X, Y, Z, and then
Right.
see if it's actually real. But I'm afraid of, like Margaret said, of saying yes to this, and maybe we don't see it again, maybe it doesn't come back to us. So, yeah, that's what happened on Mill Street, we saw the property and we didn't see the legislation again. So, I take it out.
President DePietro.
Aye. And I thank the council for its expertise on pools.
You're welcome. Vote on the amended resolution.
You're welcome. Yeah, that was sarcasm, wasn't it? I could be written on. But let's have a vote on the actual resolution now, please.
With this amendment, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Councilmember Gaspaluti.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roney.
Aye.
Roberts. Aye. Sauer.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DePietro.
Aye, thank you.
Okay.
Mine was sarcasm too.
I'm sorry, what?
Mine was sarcasm. Just so you know.
Okay. The next resolution authorizes a loan from the general fund for the capital fund for the installation of charging stations funded by Accelerated Action. Thank you, guys. Can I have an introduction and a second, please?
Rich?
Rich.
Rich?
Oh,
No.
yes,
Yeah.
intro.
And also, go on. Any questions?
Danielle is great, amazing. We really have an amazing CAC right now. There is another issue, you know, I'm not gonna talk about one issue at a time. So, yeah, great.
Yeah.
I have a quick question too. Yeah. So, the spaces that are going to be associated with the charging, will there be clear signage that the parking is only for
Yeah.
while you are charging? Because I know this is like a big thing with electric vehicles where people, just because they have an electric vehicle, they just take up the space, whether it's plugged in or not. Is there clear signage? Is there a notification mechanism that can
What do we
tie
have
into
there
it?
now? We have a sign there now that says what? For electric vehicles? We have signs out there now that say that.
That it's only for parking while charging. It's
But do
kind
you
of-
have to pay for the parking space while you're charging?
I don't think so. I think it's one of the, is it?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, you do.
So why would I not be allowed, I mean, it would be rude of me to park a gas vehicle in a space that's
Because
equipped for an
the
electric.
city is providing a service to,
But if I'm
people
paying
that
for the
have-
spot,
yes, but you're not paying for that specific spot. Because you want that to be available to other people that have EVs that they can charge, whereas if somebody just charges for 5 minutes and then they just take up that entire spot, our investment in,
that's what.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. and it's kind of wasted.
Enforce that though. Who's gonna?
Well, that's kind of,
That's the.
You still have to pay the parking meter,
yeah.
as in addition to the.
It's just more of a friendly reminder.
You know, we can, I mean, the signs out there now say, you know, for EV, but I don't know if they say while charging or not, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. But there are some signs, we just put signs that say EV while charging.
That's, yeah, fine. Thank you.
Is there any guarantee that this will actually make money?
It's supposed.
We are raising the fees, I mean, it's a break even, that makes a little bit of money now, but we're raising the fees, because we haven't raised the fees in, 5 years. So it will go from 175 an hour to 250 an hour, whatever, something like that, but, so yes, net, we'll raise. it.
So that is the big incentive. That's another incentive for us to ensure that it
That's
is
true.
being cycled out for people that are not charging.
Right, I mean, you,
I think there is mechanisms where you can have the charging unit notify
yeah,
somebody, either by text or whatever.
oh, yeah.
Like, if we can tie that into the parking bureau,
So
they get a
because,
text.
let me
The
ask a
charge point
question.
tells you.
Yeah.
That you're finished charging.
So the 250, so I park in one of these spots.
Mhm.
I am paying the parking fee for the spot itself.
Mhm.
And then the 250
For
is
the charging.
per hour of charging.
Mhm.
But once my car is fully charged, and let's say I leave it there for 6 hours,
No, you can't.
the 250, I was done in an hour, so I don't get charged more.
Right.
So there's no way to rig it so that if I continue to park there, I continue to be charged 250 an hour.
Maybe there is a mechanism, I'm not aware.
I mean, that would just
That's,
incentivize,
yes,
right?
exactly.
There are,
There is,
yes, you can
there
set
is
it up
another
so-
one option they have, like, after your vehicle is fully charged, then you have to pay a certain amount because it's tracking.
Yeah,
So it's gonna add that like every
I mean,
hour.
that's a way to get
Yeah.
people not to do it.
But they can just disconnect and charge it. That's
Then
right.
you, then,
And then still
Yeah.
park there.
yeah, but no, the no connection while you are charging, so you have to have plug it in, otherwise you can park.
then our parking bureau can like assign, it. That's something to go back to the parking bureau where
So
like,
what's the issue? The issue is what? People using the spot while not charging?
Charging, yeah.
right, because that prevents somebody else from charging it, not only that, potential loss of profits to the city,
That makes sense.
but
So can't you just put a sign, this parking spot is reserved for, EV parking charging only?
That's that.
maybe we should rephrase this to our parking bureau, parking committee, and this is not tied to this
Yeah, yeah,
specific
yeah.
resolution.
Yeah, but
I just wanted to ask.
if you could continue to charge somebody 250 an hour, even if their charger is full, then
Even
that
then,
would
it's
be,
like
that would disincentivize them.
disincentivize,
Yeah.
progress. Somebody, yeah,
And plus they're paying a meter too, so
Yeah.
yes. But I'll just make sure the sign says while charging.
Right.
They might say that now.
nothing to really do with this resolution itself, but.
And it's not many signage to do, because we don't have that many, right? So it's not many signage.
No, but we're putting more in, so.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Rich. Great work.
Can you address the issue of the spots at Stewart's in front of the air thing where people park there and I go
It's a
and I,
private entity.
and I try to put air in my tire and all this toxic thing? At Stewart's,
Where?
Stewart's,
Oh.
there's a spot where you can put air. I don't think people should be allowed to park there when they don't put air in their tires.
Okay, let's vote.
Councilmember Desilluti.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan. Morris.
Hi,
Carnhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Sauer.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
Presley Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next, the next resolution authorizes transfer of funds to cover the 2024 Police Department Personal Services expenditures. Can I have an introduction and a second, please? Margaret and Tricia. Any questions?
What is this for a car? Is it for a police car? What is it for 2,000?
Personnel.
Personal service.
What's the question?
What is the 42,000 for?
It looks like somebody retired and we're paying
Yes.
their
it's a payout for someone who retired.
payout for like their PTO or whatever that they didn't use, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Desilluti.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Hi,
Carnhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Sauer.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
Presley Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution appoints Danielle Bissett as a new member of the council, Conservation Advisory Council, and reappoints Josh Cohen and Rich Volo.
Who's
Margaret?
Rich Vola?
I know. Must say it, but, Go on, seconds. Any questions?
No.
A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Desilluti.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
hi,
Carnhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Sauer.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
Trustee Pedro.
Aye. I also want to say I met with Danielle last week, and I think she's going to be an excellent addition to the commission.
So far, like I said, so far the CSC has brought in this year alone over $100,000 worth of grants, and we're going after more grants as we speak. So, yes.
I do like that you guys put the charging resolution ahead to showcase your work. It goes a long way to show that.
Yeah.
Politically correct.
Okay, next resolution authorizes a budget transfer to purchase a super replacement vehicle for the police department. Can I have an introduction in a second, please? Margaret and Dawn. Oh, no, sure, sure.
Either one.
Any questions?
So how much the insurance paid for the total vehicle?
I assume it's the 42,364.
So we're adding $1,000.
Yeah,
Probably the deductible, maybe.
right. Any other questions? A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Desillugi.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Star.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
Trustee Pedro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution appoints Randall Martin to the Hudson IDA. This is for him to serve in lieu of the chair, Lisa Joyner. Can I-
Actually, this is just a reappointment, right? Because he
This
was
is
part of
already
that.
doing it, right? An introduction,
Same
second.
term.
Margaret and Dawn. Questions?
So is he continuing with the planning board?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Is he gonna continue being a member?
Yes, he is. There was discovered, that I assumed that he couldn't. But it's really only council members who are not allowed to be members of the planning board. And we actually have a judge, opinion from Judge O'Connor from 2017 saying there's absolutely no conflict. of
So right now we have, he's on IDA, planning, and the supervisors, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
The IDA is made up of ex officio people. So the chair of the planning board serves on the IDA, but can designate a member of the planning board in their stead. And so he has served on the IDA, representing the planning board.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Desillugi.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Star.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
Trustee Pedro.
Aye.
Carried.
Excuse me. The next resolution authorizes the city treasurer to make the following transfers within the fire department. Can I have an introduction in a second, please? Yvonne and Tricia. Any questions? A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Desillugi.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Star.
Aye.
Volo. Trustee Pedro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution, I present for the heavy heart. It's authorizing a budget amendment to cover the 2021 to 2024 senior center proportional share of utilities expense. Can I have an introduction and a second first? Shoshana and Hula. Apparently, we were just not billed for this, those years. And suddenly the landlord,
They have a mistake though, there's an extra zero, I think, in the end. It's either 108,000 or 10,800.
Good catch.
So you have to either cross the zero or,
yeah, no, that last zero was.
So how did this happen?
I was just, yeah, trying to explain. How it happened was they didn't bill us. I shouldn't even say that. T.R. Galloway did not bill us for 3 years, and now they want to be paid all at once.
And do they have
right?
documentation of what it should be?
Unfortunately, yes.
Is it based on usage? Is it based?
Yeah, it's the way it's been determined up to now, you know, the original agreement.
But did the senior center not notice that they weren't getting billed?
Well, I guess,
Good question.
What happened?
is it something that the senior center goes into an agreement with, or is it the city that goes into that agreement? It's
That's a
kind
good
of real
question. I think it originally was the city.
Yeah, so I would
And
imagine that would put a budget line.
Well, how can we find out for sure this whole,
I'm
all
sorry.
this agreement?
2013.
hold on a second. In 2013, the city entered an agreement with Eric Galloway to lease the space.
So,
Sorry.
I guess my observation would be that if it was something that was agreed upon, it would just be budgeted every year.
Right.
Not, it wouldn't just drop off of our budget.
Right.
So it's money that we technically should have budgeted for.
Well, that means two people in the chain. Somehow missing. Dominic?
Yeah, so I have several issues here. The first issue is that, I don't know if everyone remembers, but, months back, I asked questions to the commissioner on, what's going on at the senior center. Since then, she has not done any reports for this council. She did not attend the BEA meeting. Secondly, my understanding is that the clerk, who's a full-time clerk, did not submit invoices for this amount. Thirdly, is that, I don't know if you guys know, but the county is back at the senior center. And that the condition of the senior center, when the county came back in, had to be cleaned because it was disgusting for the county to come back in. So my thing is that there's one, where's the oversight at the senior center? What is the staff doing if they're working 40-hour week job, right? Secondly, who the hell signed this damn lease? Because who pays for combined in a common area where the library is open 25, 30 more hours than the senior center weekly? What is the breakdown of this agreement, right? Why are we paying?
2013, I assume it would have been, let's see, Bill Howland, maybe?
Well, somewhere along the line, right, we need to sit back and see about renegotiating this, because I don't see how. I mean, how can we budget something we can't control, right? We can turn off a light switch, we can make sure our utilities are being used appropriately. But how can we turn off light switches in common areas, and why are we being charged?
How many years is that, please? Anyone knows?
It says
Yes.
back to 2021, so, well, how many years?
No,
do we-
how many years we
Okay.
are in the lease already?
I don't
It was
know.
2013,
I don't-
so it's 11 years we're up, so we need to figure this out.
I think we need to see more documentation
Yeah.
on, well, first of all, as Vicky points out, there's an error in the number, but I think we need to see more documentation on the actual detail of the
Yeah,
charges.
this did come from Heather. Unfortunately, Heather doesn't seem to be available like these couple of days.
I mean, who manages all this so that these leases get renewed, and how do we know when these leases are renewed?
It should be the director of the senior center.
Heather has her hand up.
Heather is here.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Her hand is up. Heather?
Hi, yeah. So yes, I wrote the resolution. I offered to do that on behalf of the mayor's office. All I can tell you about this is that was the agreement that was written into the agreement that we entered into back in 2011 or 13 or something like that. And my understanding is that those invoices were all issued to the senior center email account, and for some reason they were not paid during that period of time. The last one that was paid was when the youth department was still under, when the senior center was still under the youth department. I cannot give you any more insight as to why or how that happened, but that is, like I said, when we discovered this, when the mayor's office was notified of this from Galvin, at the middle of last week, they came down and met with me, and I offered to write the resolution on their behalf.
Heather, do you have access to that list? Can we all see that list, or Tom, somebody who can see the list? I'd like to see
Yeah.
that.
That would be with the clerk's office.
So can you send it to all of us, please? That would be great.
I mean, I don't have it, I don't have it, but I can request it from the clerk on your behalf if you like.
Tracy said she will.
She
give
already
it to us.
agreed. Look,
Okay,
why don't
so
we-
great.
Could we also get copies of the invoices that were sent and never paid? I'd like to see that before we hand that $10,000.
Probably a lot.
Yeah, I think we should delay this whole.
I mean, in the grand
Heather?
scheme of things-
Excuse me, Heather, should there be a line item in the budget for this?
There has been a line item in the budget for utility expense every time the senior center budget was put in. And we did, in fact, I believe in the last go round of the budget meetings, we all commented that that number had been coming in quite a bit lighter than had been budgeted for the last few years. We were not given a reason why that was the case. And I think we actually might have even reduced it in the 2025 budget based on the trends, not knowing that these invoices were outstanding.
I remember that, Heather.
Okay, let's,
I've got a question, just, Heather, on a weekly basis, right, how many invoices come through from the senior center?
Maybe, I don't know for sure. I would guess somewhere in the range of 5.
So it's not an overwork situation, okay. Because my concern is oversight, right? Because oversight. You know, who does the payroll, you know, who does the staff's timesheet? Where is the oversight at the senior center? You know, we have a cleaning crew, a cleaner that goes there, but if the county's saying they had to go in and they had to re-clean, what is the cleaner then doing? If they're assigned at the senior center, right? So I think there needs to be a real good look at what the oversight is at the senior center. You know, now that we're talking about back finances and things like that, that's an issue.
yes, it is. So what I'm going to propose is that we table this until we get more information and an appearance by okay, the commissioner at our next meeting.
And the information should include copies of the invoices.
Right. We'll all have the original agreement, courtesy of Tracy, and I guess I should correspond with the commissioner and let her know we need to hear from her.
Yeah, I mean,
Sooner or later.
if she would prefer to correspond with us through email first before she appears, that way
Mhm.
we can take care of a lot of those questions before our meeting turns into a 4-hour
Yeah, I know,
back
right,
and
I
forth.
agree.
That would be useful for her and us.
Okay, let's move along to authorizing. Oh, I'm sorry, need a motion table. Introduction? Ronnie, Dewan, second. All those, roll call?
All those in favor?
Oh, no, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, let's move along. Authorize the budget amendment to cover 2024 payroll expenses. Introduction in a second, please. Trisha and Gary. Questions? Okay, roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Gaskaluni.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Nissan.
Aye.
Morris. Kernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Star.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
Presley Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
Another resolution authorizing budget transfers within DPW, cemetery, water, and sewer departments. Introduction and second, please. Trisha and Dewan. Questions? A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Gaskaluni.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Nissan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Kernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Star.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
Presley Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next is a renewal, authorize the mayor to execute a license agreement with the Hudson Food Club. Language introduction and second, please. Gary? And Tricia, questions? A roll call vote, please. Oh,
Do we know how much, so basically it's an in-kind transfer, $8,000, and then they collect the dock fee.
mhm.
So do we know how much money they're collecting in dock fees?
Yeah, I think the full report was submitted. And I think they, after everything was balanced out, we earned about $2,000 or $3,000.
Yeah, it was unclear, like, there are two things here. One is the fee schedule for dock space,
Yeah.
and the other is this. And it's unclear, how the money flows from the Switch Club to the city
Directly.
in dock fees and how much we're getting.
I think it's at the end of the year, right? That they
Yeah,
give us a check at the end of the year.
I'm trying to see where it is. I know it was submitted.
And, yeah.
Heather, since you're here, do you have any?
That I cannot tell you, sorry. I can look it up and let you know tomorrow.
Yeah, is Sam here by any chance? In that group online?
Yeah.
No?
I mean, the schedule is here, it doesn't say how much we're collecting.
No,
Well, I saw it, and I thought it was circulated, so I don't think there's really controversy involved.
so, okay, never mind.
More questions?
Maybe we should get more information before we make a decision.
Yeah, there's enough time for us to,
Right.
Sloop Club's not operating until
No.
formally.
Yeah, let's get more detail on exactly
Yeah.
what they're bringing in, how much it comes to us, how it works.
Yeah, they're collecting the dock fees, they're collecting ticket prices, I mean,
Yeah.
you get it, but yeah, like, how much are we talking about?
I wish I knew where that document is. But unfortunately not. Motion to,
Motion to table.
Margaret, second? Second, Dominic? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Anyone disagree? So do you want to not bring up the schedule for new fees, or should we postpone that as well?
I think do them together, like from both of them.
Sure.
And
And we
go
can have
together.
Sam, maybe Sam can come to the informal too,
Yeah.
so he can explain to us.
Yeah.
Just that, keep in mind that, February, probably because between March, they start doing a lot of their work, early May and things like that. So, the early we can get this information, the quicker we can make this resolved, right? So we don't want to hold them up either on their side of it because they start early in May.
Yeah, and what is that process? What about signage? Like, what is the process? So boat comes, they want to dock, okay, so what actually happens? How
Signs are there.
the signs are there?
Contact.
Yeah, there's sign over there.
Okay, the next resolution endorses Kite's Nest application for New York State Department of Environmental Conservation Community Environmental Education Center grant. Do I have an introduction and second, please? Trisha and Ronnie. Questions? Okay, roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Castellucci.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Aye. Roni.
Aye.
Star.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution authorizes the mayor to apply for and receive funding under the 2024 New York State Hudson River Estuary Grant for River Access Program. Can I have an introduction and secondly to Ron and Ronnie? Is Gail Whitworth?
I am here. I'm here.
Thank
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Can you explain if there's questions? What
Yes,
this is?
I absolutely will. I can give you just a quick summary. When we finalized the report for Furgery, we did a page on next steps and funding sources, and we found a Hudson River Estuary grant that is specifically for river access, for projects in the floodplain, and for creation of accessible waterfront spaces. So we think that the Furgery Park site is a perfect candidate for this grant. And so we're just assisting the city pro bono to assemble the grant application with LaBerge, which has the on-call contract with the city for grant writing. The grant can be up to 200,000 and it requires a 30% match. We think that the grant should be approximately 145,000 with 110 from DEC with a $35,000 match from the city would be required in July.
And in applying for this, we ask this question, you know, whenever we are applying, the fact that we are applying does not commit us at this point to the match. We can look at that when, if and when we're successful in the grant, correct?
Correct. The grant would be announced, it's due actually January 31st, and the announcements are made in May.
Okay.
Other questions? A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Castellucci.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Aye. Roney.
Aye.
Sauer.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
Great.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you. No, it's exciting.
The next resolution authorizes the transfer of funds with the youth department accounts to cover payroll chargebacks. Can I have an introduction in a second? Tricia and Lola, questions? A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Castellucci.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Sauer.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution accepts the Housing Trust Fund Corporation grant funds for the Access to Home program. Can I have an introduction in a second, please? Trisha and Margaret, questions?
Does the housing just, I mean, I know this was a big announcement and from the mayor's office, if she wants to give us a little quick summary.
Sure, so we want 2 housing grants. This is the first one, it's access to home. We want $120,000 to do accessibility modifications for residents who are either tenants or homeowners. We need things like ramps or grab bars and showers, etc. So yeah, this is just authorizes us to enter that contract.
You want to just go up on the next one too, or you want to do it again?
So we don't have the contract yet from the state for the other grant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
that
thought I saw.
one's taking a little longer. And if you know people who are interested, there's a link on the city website to submit an interest form. So we're taking.
So the second one is the large grant, correct?
Mhm.
That's 500, that's about 500,000.
Yeah, so the second resolution is to create the bank account. Heather wanted to just make one for both grants, so that's why both of them are on there.
And so this is one where we, once the money is expended, then the money gets, it's a flow through, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, do we get an introduction? Yes. Can we have a roll call on accepting the Trust Fund Corporation grant funds?
Councilmember Castellucci.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Sauer.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
And you heard the next one is a loan from the general fund to the capital fund for the rehab project. Introduction in a second, please. Oh, we did one? No, we don't need introduction in a second. Any questions further? No? A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Castellucci.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney. Sorry.
Oh, Ronnie? Okay. Hi, it was like.
Thank you.
coinciding with this.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
So, bills. Can I start with a motion and a second to pay the bills?
That's a revised one, right?
Mhm.
Carla and Tricia. Questions?
Which one is the, I mean, what is the light, something, 1,000 light or something?
Oh, I think Rich can speak to that.
The light bulbs.
Yeah, we got a grant in for $5,000, 500 some odd thousand, for electric LED light bulbs. Things that we're gonna be doing, with CAC, so 5,000 of that money goes to us purchasing LED light bulbs. And the idea is that, we haven't spent all the money yet. So we got a sample, and throughout the course of this next year, people can like bring in a light bulb, they're incandescent light bulb, and getting LED. Light bulbs are cheap, like $6 each, but that's what they are. And, but yeah, the grant came from the state.
Are you saying the light bulbs are $6 each?
Well, they last longer too.
No. Why can't we buy them from like Lowe's where it's like 4 for $8?
I mean, because these are light bulbs, I know,
I'd like to see these light bulbs.
they're very nice light bulbs. I mean, there's other options.
Can I see better with those lights?
You especially
can.
can.
But anyway, it's all, like I said, it's all state money that we got, so,
The only reason I asked Rich is if we can get same quality or similar quality for cheaper, we can give more to our.
well,
constituents.
I mean,
Yeah.
I did not make the decisions on which, like, purchase, but, that they made a decision.
I guess,
The state decides?
No, I mean, we have to go through the supplier, and they have
Oh,
certain
okay.
light bulbs that are available to us, so
Okay.
that's it.
oh, like the grant stipulates.
Well, we're going
approved
through,
suppliers?
we have to go through 800, whatever the company is that we go through, that we have a DPW has a contract with to buy the light bulbs, so that's how we have to go through.
So we have to buy it and we get it around.
So somebody is making a lot of money on this.
You know what, I'm not a light bulb expert, so there are various levels of different light bulbs, and I mean, this was a former, I mean, we could, if you want, we could have a discussion.
Yeah, please. I'm very interested.
Great.
So Rich, the process would be if I bring in 4 light bulbs in cadet, so I get 4 back, or is it one for one? Like, you only get one ball.
Well, that's a good question. We're still ironing out the process, so if it's per household or per light bulb.
Should be someone.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't want somebody to go collect all used light bulbs from people and just cash in on 1,000 light bulbs.
And then sell them for $4.
Yeah, there should be a household limit for sure, yeah.
So in the next meeting, we'll come with light bulbs.
Yeah, come to our CAC meeting where we discuss this, yes.
And bring a light bulb.
And bring a light bulb, bring your ideas.
Yeah.
Which are bulb.
What is the 20,000 for public works? Let's see. Public works partners, 20,300. What's that for?
That had been and continues to be our comprehensive plan advisors.
Okay.
A little harp action?
Any other questions about the bills? Let's go.
Councilmember Deschaludi.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizek.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Verhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roni.
Aye.
Sarar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pedro.
Aye.
Carried.
Let's see, so now we come to 2 local laws. The first, can I have a motion and a second to approve the law relating to interference with city officers?
To approve or to introduce to discuss?
To approve. Yeah, no, this is. It's on the desk, yeah.
Sorry? No, it's, yeah,
This is to approve it.
it's been on our desks, but now, oh, I see what you're
We're
saying.
pulling
We
it
can
off.
then have a discussion, correct?
I'm sorry, I'm confused. We're approving the local law.
We'll do
I
a roll
have,
call.
right, I have questions about it, though, before we do voting.
Okay,
We're basically pulling it off our desk, and then we'll have a roll call vote.
yes, we're voting on it.
Okay.
Can I have an introduction in a second? Ronnie and Gary. Sure, questions?
Okay, so this is something that we had looked at in legal, and some changes were made to it specifically relating to it not being a free speech issue and so on. And still looking at it, I mean, the intent here initially was chapter 188, 17 of the code only refers to city officers with regard to harassment. And the intent was to expand that also to city employees. And as I researched this and I looked at the language around misdemeanors in New York State, these are Class B misdemeanors. It's not clear to me that two things, that we need to create laws within the city of Hudson defining things that we're going to consider violations and misdemeanors that go beyond what's already in New York State code. So if you look at the two things that are listed here under harassment, the first one, you know, if you strike, kick, shove, etc., city officer, all of that's already covered under New York State law. So why we need a law saying that that would be a Class B misdemeanor in the city of Hudson is unclear to me. But I have bigger issues with the second one because it seems very subjective to me. It's engaged in a course of conduct repeatedly or commits acts which alarm or impede a city officer or employee. Again, I looked at some of the code. There's code around harassment, different things, you know, following people and so on. So there are things in the code that could be invoked, in the criminal code that could be invoked. And particularly here, the behavior itself, in the definition, it's not clear what specific action would be a Class B misdemeanor. So maybe I am alarmed by something that someone else is not alarmed by. How do we know? You know, how do you implement that? Because the behavior itself has not been indicated, and it's also you know, there's a lot here about the intent to well, it's commits acts which alarm or impede. To me, this is subjective because you're not talking about what specific act it is that is a problem. And the other issue that has been raised by a couple of constituents, since it covers the Common Council and we are officers, if we have a meeting where members of the public are very vocal or they are disagreeing, etc., and that alarms somebody on the council, is that now a misdemeanor? And so I think, you know, yes, by all means, update the code 188.17 to include city employees, not just city officers. But I don't feel that we really need to go the route of defining Class B misdemeanors within the city of Hudson beyond what is in New York State law. And so I think what I would like to do, I tried to explore it some, but I'd like to take it back to legal so that we could work through this a little bit more. But you know, those are some of my concerns around this. I just don't think we should be defining criminal code for the city of Hudson.
I think we had an inkling of, I remember hearing from our public regarding this, and we sought clarification from our council.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, well, the explanation that I was satisfied with was the fact that this defines it, but it's not like if I charge somebody yelling at me in a council meeting, I'm the one charging them with a misdemeanor. Police are involved, and then it becomes a matter of court. So I don't see how that could really, and that would set the precedent. Once a court decides that, it's up to the court to like define what that is.
Okay.
So for example, if I willy-nilly say like this person's tone is alarming me,
yeah,
and I bring in the police, there is a mechanism which basically the court would be like, well, this is silly. This is not
right
per the law an alarming action.
The police would probably not take it forward if it was
Right.
ridiculous. So it
I
gets stopped
don't
there.
see it as like we're trying to like impede constitutional rights, or these are all things that are, like you allude to, that are pointed out in different codes. I think this just makes it more succinct, where we have a mechanism for the police to act when the need arises. It's a clear, this is the statute under which they're being charged, and then it goes to court, so on.
Why do we need to define criminal code specific to the?
We're
state
not
of
defining the
New York State?
I don't think we're defining the
But
code,
we-
whereas I think it's just, this law, if I remember correctly, this law just makes it so that it applies to city officers beyond what was already defined.
Right, but what it says is, in addition to penalties set forth under 188-28, a violation of this subsection B of this section shall be a Class B misdemeanor. We are actually saying this is a Class B misdemeanor, rather than just letting New York State law determine whether or not it's a Class B misdemeanor. And that's, I don't disagree with updating the code, but why don't we leave it to New York State to define what a Class B misdemeanor is?
Well, isn't a misdemeanor automatically defined by the state? It's not like we are redefining what a
Well,
misdemeanor is.
that's exactly my problem, Ronnie, because if you look at the code, if you look at New York State code, it's very clear, bullet by bullet, Crystal I'm sure is on, as to the definitions of each of these things. There's menacing, there's stalking, all kinds of things, and it's very explicit. There's the first one, which would basically be some version of assault. It's all very explicit in the New York State code, and what I'd like to see us doing is updating our code to say it includes city employees. But it's the same.
It's the
It's just
section
that-
C.
It's just that piece right there that I would like not to have. I don't think we should be making that decision.
I'd say I never liked this law.
Sorry?
I never liked this law from the get-go.
Oh my goodness, because you know, I was just gonna say the same thing, and I don't like agreeing with you, Tom.
That's fine.
Now he likes the law, is what he's saying.
I think Margaret is right. We
Can I
have,
finish what I'm saying, please?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I really don't want it to go back to legal, because I think we've
Okay.
spent enough time and money on this.
Go ahead.
yeah, unless we don't vote for this, we don't go ahead. And because I find what Margaret said is correct, the state is giving us the guidelines. We don't need to go any further on this.
The only thing, Vicky, though, is that if you look at 188-17,
Yeah,
it applies to city officers, and there is no reference to city employees. And I think the genesis of this was city employees really wanting the code to speak to the fact that they also should not be subject to harassment as they go about doing the job. So I think updating the code in that fashion to include city employees, that's perfectly reasonable.
So what Crystal said, Crystal here?
Yep, I'm here. So when this came to me for a request, one of the things that originally was a concern was the language was impeding with city employees from actually being able to perform their duties. So having someone essentially prevent them from performing their duties and their actions have no legitimate purpose. So that part there is not necessarily covered under state penal law misdemeanors, which was part of the reason that it was requested to add something to the code. We could certainly get rid of alarm if that's, for the subjectivity and strike that part out and just say which impede if the council still wants to proceed with this. But that was originally the concern. With respect to questions about why, define misdemeanors if they're already in the penal law, it's because there is certain types of conduct that may not fall within that specific form of harassment as defined by the penal law. And that is what we're talking about when you're talking about someone coming in and interfering with a city officer or employee from performing their duties and their actions have no legitimate purpose. It's also something that you see quite frequently in like zoning code provisions where you include whether there is any sort of, fine or criminal penalties that are associated with a violation. So including that, creating, putting something into a code and making it a violation of a law or a misdemeanor, that's not unusual. You do see that actually quite frequently, but it's all what the council, how far the council wants to go here. So the council could either leave it alone, they could expand it to city employees, you could get rid of the word alarm and just leave it as impede. It's really how you want to move forward with this.
Crystal, could we also consider under item C, the statement, item C, which is in addition to penalties set forth, a violation of the subsection shall be a Class B misdemeanor, but not go into whether or not we're going to define whether this is a Class B misdemeanor. And we just say that, penalties set forth under 188.28 will apply to any violations of section B of this code.
So that's where, okay, you can, but the Class B misdemeanor was because there was a question as to whether, if someone, if there is an issue where a city officer or an employee is being prevented by, a third party from being able to perform their duties, can the police come in and do anything about that? Well, if it's not the misdemeanor, you might have, that's where there are issues bringing it to the next level. And that's where the questions are, okay, well, that conduct might be annoying, but it might not actually rise to what's in the penal law, which is where it was requested to add something to the code.
Crystal, wouldn't that be under obstructing government administration in any kind of impedance of anything in terms of, work in terms of government? Wouldn't that be already in the code or a penal law obstructing government administration? Wouldn't that be the code, the law?
It will depend upon how the police officer who is coming in and receiving the complaints view the situation.
But I'm saying it's easier to me, it's easier to prove obstruction of government administration rather than alarm, what we're saying here, right? This, or impede, right? Wouldn't it be easier to prove obstruction of government administration?
Dominic, I'd have to take a look at the elements of proof for both of those. I don't do criminal, I'm not sitting there doing criminal work, but again, that's where I'm saying if alarm is a concern, and I can see how alarm would be an issue, that would be a section to strike out. Or again, if the council doesn't want to move forward with this, they certainly don't have to.
But I think we still have the issue, Crystal, that 188.17 explicitly refers only to city officers and not city employees.
And it also requires, as it currently stands, that a police officer can require me to assist him in some way.
That's correct.
It does. Yes.
So if we walk away from this, that has to, in my mind, has to be struck down.
Margaret, what are you working on legal now? What is that?
I have to go back to the agenda for my.
Okay, because maybe it's not urgent to be done right now. Maybe it can be for the year 2025 to address it. But I think there might be some important items for legal coming up, aren't they?
Well, I think we need to protect one. I think we need to put something at least in the code to protect the city employees, right? I think we definitely, as a minimum, we need to add that.
I agree with that.
Right, because we need to have some kind of wordage in our code that City Hall, city employees are protected.
Yes.
Right.
I agree.
So I think that's where we should probably, at least address this situation.
So it goes back to legal?
Well, we just, this one, it would be just adding that language.
I think Crystal could perhaps Vanessa and maybe look at, Crystal, I'm really uncomfortable with us saying it's a Class B misdemeanor. I think it's up to New York State to decide whether something's Class B misdemeanor. But it doesn't necessarily have to go. Legal already weighed in and made some comments, and revisions are made based upon that. But if you look at 188.17, there's nothing there for city employees. And I think I agree that there.
Well, maybe Crystal can give us a revised.
If we were just doing a revision to the code and not weighing in on.
Okay,
all right.
Can I get a motion to put this back on the table?
We have, yes. Motion to the back.
Margaret, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We have members of the public with their.
Yeah, I know, I'm gonna get to that. Ron, I see you.
Yes, thank you. My original concern was that speech alone could be classified as a annoying or alarming act under this law. I'm glad to see that the protections of free speech are referred to in the legislative intent. I don't know what the legal force of the legislative intent section is. I would rather see that the phrasing about freedom of speech and its guarantees in the main body of the law, which will then, if this law is passed, will go into the code and will make it explicit in the code itself. Thank you. Matt McGee would also like to say something.
Yes, I'm still a little unclear if you're still applying, considering applying this law to people who are in, like the city council, other deliberating bodies of the city. I really am very concerned that this would harm people's right to speak. And I'd like to understand if you're considering that as anyway or not. Because you keep referring to officers. I guess the lawyer could answer that.
I think we've discussed this in legal.
Is there anybody else? Is that Heather's hand still?
No, it's still. Yeah. Might have just forgot.
That's it? Okay, so we'll move to the other law, and that is the local law amending the lodging tax in the city of Hudson. Now it's been approved. Can I have an introduction in a second, please? Margaret and Dawn. Any discussion? Excuse me. Let's have a roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Desilluti.
Aye.
Moranci.
Aye.
Nissan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Kernhagen.
Right.
Roberts. Aye. Rhodey.
Aye.
Summer.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
Presley Pietro.
Aye. And that is that. Let's see. I'm sorry.
It's a sick board.
Okay, anybody have anything they'd like to raise, new or local business? Anybody on the, there? Who's JW?
Oh, actually, I have a.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly, when we kind of went to this reformula of this financing committee, and there was a promise from some of the members of the committee to get regular updates for the larger council on what you guys are kind of working on. So it's kind of,
finance?
yeah. Because I only got like a tail end of it. If you guys want to, it's up to you if you want to do it here, if you want to do a PLDR on an email.
We're just working on the fees, raising the fees of the city.
Yeah.
So we just started doing that. Usually we have Heather present. This is one time so prior to that, she had come up with the entire presentation, which we all received about the budget. And also, one thing we usually do is we review if there are any items that they refer to finance in the agenda of the formal meeting. So one of the things that you brought up in the caucus meeting, which we didn't have time to talk about today, but was the idea of having an ad hoc committee looking at revenue and cost savings. And the finance meeting is like, 45 minutes once a month, basically reviewing where we are on budget.
Yeah.
And I think having an ad hoc committee like that really focuses in on some, like the fee schedule thing is a revenue issue, but I think something like that tries to look strategically at cost savings and revenue is something that I'd like to see, as a kind of an offshoot of finance, and then it would report up to the full council.
Maybe we can start that, Margaret, the other half of the year. Right now, we have to raise all the fees. It's a lot of work. to do, you know.
But I don't think the finance committee, I think we need a separate, Ronnie
Yeah,
suggested a separate ad hoc committee for that, and I think that's a good idea.
I mean, more than likely it'll be a
Ideally,
lot of you guys plus a couple more.
Yeah.
How it works.
By the way, you know, we're gonna have Heather's actual financial report back as part of the formal meeting.
Yeah, the majority of the meeting is Heather's financial. Yeah. So, and we're able to ask more questions, you know, like, and that's why, you know, she came to us with last month, with the whole explanation of why the budget went up.
Right.
But has gone up $1 million a year for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So that, you know, all of our questions, you know, she put that report together to help answer our questions for us. So, you know, and there's other things, questions that we have as well, so like this whole fee schedule thing, which is to be reviewed.
A lot of these things, though, is what Heather covered, the where part of the VA. So, you know, why the budget, why things were there, they were all explained. So if you attend VA.
Right, and she does like permits and revenue projections and which, you know, which projections are gonna look good, you know, where they're at, 70%, 30%, you know, 30%, like where are we at currently, and, you know, month for month. But, you know, Heather giving that in the full meeting, which I think would be good, but this gives us more of a chance to actually do it. Questions there.
Thank you. I have one question, and I think this is directed toward Tom. I want to know who's sabotaging my chair. I thought we had this fixed to annoy me during the meeting. I want to know who's coming in with a key late at night and sabotage.
The most.
I think we have at least 10 bucks of it.
You know, the funny thing is, including my wife. I think it used to be this chair, this desk, somebody switched it on you.
I have a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor, say
Aye.
aye.
Yeah, it seems to be that somebody.
I think somebody-
Somebody